Wonderful and welcome. Happy Tuesday to all of y'all, teammates and friends and family. I appreciate you all coming in and joining us today. Today, I have no topic in mind. We're just going to go ahead and spitball today just because I enjoy doing that. It's fun. It gives us all something that we can talk about that may be on our mind. And you never know, it may turn into a topic. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it like that. But we have a lot of people in here today. I'm really, really loving this. I've got Lydia and June, Sarah, Crystal, Helen, Faith, Tasha, Elizabeth is here. We got Sherry, Angie, Joyce, Libby, Melissa. And then I think there's a couple others too that are on another page or another wall here. There's quite a few people here. I'm loving this. So welcome everybody. I'd like to start off with a prayer. Dear Lord, I just want to thank you, especially for the outcome today and having so many people here, Lord. I ask you to please give a hand of healing to every single one of them and their families and everyone that they touch, Lord. Let us make hope for people. Let us make possibilities for people, and let us inspire each other, Lord. Let us open up our hearts and our minds to all of these wonderful thoughts and ideas and opinions that we're going to have here today, Lord. And give us the strength to just keep moving on. Sometimes, Lord, we would just want to give up and we want to take the easy road, Lord, but we know that by doing the work that you're setting out for us, that there's great reward. And we ask that you just clear the path of all those rebuke those demons that are on our path trying to lead us in different directions, Lord. You have a set purpose for us and we plan to follow. So guide us in that direction and help guide us here. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. So with that being said, I see a new face in the house, Miss Elizabeth. I haven't seen you in here before. Are you new to our Zooms?
Hi, yes. I'm a friend of Helen and Faith, and they invited me to listen in and just see what you guys are all about.
I had thought that was the case. She had given me a pre-warning that you may be coming in, and she told us, to go ahead and unlock the door, that you were safe. You weren't going to cause us any harm. So we appreciate you coming in and joining with us. My name's Chris. I'm the leader of Team Kingdom of Blingdom. And then we also, since I have 146 people on our team, and Helen being one of those people, I also train and talk to my uplining team that has like 900 people on their team. So we do big things in this business, and we appreciate that you're taking your time out of your day to just come in here and hang out with us and see what we do. Before we get started, do you have any questions, or do you just want to kind of sit back and watch?
I'll just sit back and watch. I appreciate you letting me join today.
No, not a problem at all. Now, down at the bottom of your screen, if you're unfamiliar with Zoom, there's a button for reactions. It may say more. If you feel like you do want to ask a question at any time and you don't want to interrupt, just put the raised hand up there, and I will call on you, and we will have some conversation.
Perfect. Please, thank you so much.
Yeah, and feel free to get involved. You know what I mean? In here, we are an open forum where we just talk about paparazzi and everything about it.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so very much. All right, and then I have someone in here that says iPhone, and I know that that's often Ida, or it's often Heather, or it's often Lenora. So if iPhone can identify themselves, please. Any luck with that?
That's me, Chris, Ida.
Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and change your name. And just so you know, if you go down to the more button, or I think it's the participants button, you can
participants.
Yeah, the participants, you can go into there and click the rename and be able to rename yourself, so that way when you come in, it'll change it. Or if you start like set up a Zoom profile, it'll do that for you too. But just a thought for you.
Yep. All you do is go into participants, tap your name, and then there'll be a rename option.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So Helen, while you have the mic there real quick, why don't you go ahead and talk to them all about the Darren Daily?
Oh, somehow I knew you were going to say that.
Well,
So,
and I'm straight up with you. I watch them and I listen to them every day, and I did go to listen to him today, but while he was talking, I got distracted, and so when you say this right now, it's going to be a nice little gift for me and a treat so that I can go back and I can watch it.
I see. So basically he was talking about being more hardy, which is also a play on his last name, since his name is Darren Hardy. And basically there's 3 C's, and don't ask me what they all are because I only remember the one I'm neglecting a little bit in. Challenge. Wait, what?
Challenge, commitment, and
Challenge, commitment, and control. There you go.
there we go. I need to work on commitment.
Yeah. So basically, it's you need all 3 of these things to really up your game, and wanted to know which one, we were short on. In my case, it's control, and it's controlling my actions or reactions to what's going on around me.
Or controlling fate.
Well, I do that all the time anyway. She's just like, what do you need, master?
No, but I mean, like maybe you need the controller a little more, like get a bigger bat.
She needs to control, the way she reacts to me sometimes, because I'm a pain in the butt.
Right. Like control the rolling eyes, right? Like hold the eyes.
Well, she needs to control the flicking.
Hey, I haven't flicked you in months. Shut it.
Hey, you did too.
No,
you flicked me the other day.
That's okay. Not. You know what? You know what can cause the flicking? You walk up and you boop her nose. Just boop.
No, we don't.
Now, children. I am grandma in this bunch. Shush.
Right.
No flicking.
Chris started it.
Don't make June pull this car over.
All right. Well, that's actually a good thing that we can talk about today. So we're talking about, you said control, commitment, and what was the other one?
Control. No, it was
challenge.
Challenge. You see, I was distracted during it too.
He was talking about how you can use any challenge or stress. You can either see it as a way to hold you back, or you can see it as an opportunity to grow.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I like that. And then with commitment, of course, that's just follow through, right?
It's follow through, and it's commitment to even just starting the things that you want to be able to thrive in life. Not even just in business, but in life.
Okay, so if I were to say commitment, challenge, and control, and paparazzi, like I think the challenge would be not giving up. The challenge would be having the discipline and consistency. I think commitment would be all of the things that would go to solving that challenge, right? Like being able to commit to being consistent, being able to commit to, being disciplined in the fact that, you separate your money and you use the money that you sold to reinvest, and I want to, man, I see so many people that reinvest and then they turn around and they use their money they sell their jewelry. They turn around and they use that money and say they go out to dinner, they buy a movie, or they pay a bill. Sometimes they're more responsible, right? And they'll actually pay a bill with it. But other times they just blow it, and then their inventory is getting slowly depleted and they're not reinvesting. And if you come into a situation where you feel like you have to, like you can't put that 100% into your reinvestment, at least reinvest what you sold. If you sold 14 pieces of jewelry, buy 14 pieces of jewelry. Like you've got to have that kind of discipline and that kind of heart if you want to make it ahead, and I know that I see that struggle. I see that struggle that somebody says, oh, I sold 20 pieces, I made $100, but I used 50 of it and we splurged and went out to Mexican food. Or, I had to pay the $75 bill and now I only have $25 left in my account and that's not enough to purchase the pieces that I sold. And, the next thing you know, your inventory is getting less and less. That commitment is key. You got to be able to commit to separating that income and being able to keep those going. But then the control too, right? You've got to be able to control yourself. You got to be able to control your mind. Those are my thoughts. Helen and Faith, did you guys have any spins off of that any differently?
Yeah, so you've got to be able to control your mind, but you've also got to be able to control like your reactions to anything. So like you can have the reaction of, I didn't have any viewers on my live tonight and sold nothing, so I'm not going to go live again. Or you can have the reaction of, I didn't have any viewers on my live tonight, but tomorrow I will. So you got to kind of control your mindset in that way. And that to me is what spoke out about that one. It's just controlling, because there's things in life that you can't control, but what you can control is your reaction. So the way he put it is, it's E plus R equals O. So the event you can't control. So whatever happened, you can't control. You can control your reaction, and that will equal your outcome.
Okay, so event plus your reaction equals your outcome.
Exactly.
That makes sense. And that's a good key for everybody. Hopefully you guys are taking notes and writing that down. E plus R equals O, right? Event plus reaction equals outcome. That's a good one.
Right. Can you tell I actually listened to it this morning?
No, and
I'm shocked
because that means that I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen to it too, just to make sure, that I've got it 100% down. And not only that, but Darren's my dude, man. I got to go in there and listen to him too, right?
You're actually going back just to make sure that I'm telling you the right stuff. I know, you're checking up on me.
That is not true. Quit trying to control me.
Liar.
I love you guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Tasha, you have your hand up, and I don't really care, but I wanted to ask you what you wanted to say. No, I'm kidding.
I couldn't. You're funny, Chris. Anyways, and this is a little off subject, but I wanted to ask before this Zoom ended. I seen Marissa's challenge, and I don't know how or where to create a layover.
Well, that's awesome, because Crystal was able to do a little bit of help with that earlier. And if she's still here, I don't see her. I was going to say, oh yeah, she's there. Crystal might be able to give you some help in here too.
I'm not even gonna lie, I was not paying attention at all. What can I do? Who can I help?
Oh, Tasha was just asking the same thing that Helen had asked you about how to do Marissa's challenge with the overlays and layovers. So maybe you can tell her where to find them and how to apply them.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually did a live in the Elite Wingers group page earlier this morning, showing you step by step how to do it. I used my iPhone, but I highly recommend using Canva. It's an app. It's available through with Apple and Android, and you just go to paparazziresources.com and you go to I think it says social media kit or something along those lines, and then you go to PNG overlay. It's basically like putting a sticker on a picture. And so it's not as hard as you think it is. It just sounds complicated. But you just upload whatever picture that you want to use. In Canva, you have to upload media, whatever picture you want to use. And then you also have to upload that PNG file with sticker. And don't know where my GPS has me going, but it's not correct. Anyway, I'm sorry. So and then once you upload both of those, then you can, put one on top of the other. And it doesn't matter which one you do first. You can move it around. Canva's pretty user friendly. I'm still learning a lot about it. I don't use the paid version. I use the free version because I'm cheap. But it's fairly simple. But there is that live video, and I actually use my iPad and show you like step by step how to do it. I don't know, Helen, was that live, like informational? Like I felt kind of all over the place with Eddie.
I'll tell you this, Crystal. You need to hold the iPad, and show us a little bit longer for a couple more seconds, but otherwise it was great.
Okay, noted. Okay, cool.
Is that on your page, Crystal?
Trying to, no, it's on Elite Lingers. I actually posted the link to the live on Marissa's challenge post.
Okay.
For today.
Okay, I hate to be a pain in the butt, but that sounds super, super confusing.
Well, you know what? Let me see if I can help real quick to make it a little bit easier for you, because the way Crystal's telling you is exactly correct. Like, you want to use something like Canva or something like that if you want to alter your image and be able to add that overlay. But let me give you guys a real quick tip. If you don't even want to bother with that, you can go to your post and add your picture, right? Whatever picture you want to put there, like say you're going to do something like from my office view, that post like today, you can go and you can take your picture and put it in your post. And then up at the top left corner, there's a little edit button. You click edit. And from edit, you can add another picture. So then when you go to add the other picture, you scroll through and you find the overlay that you want, and you just lay that overlay on it, and you can move it anywhere you want to put it. You can expand it, grow it, and you can just drop it right there on your picture right there from the edit button on your post. So that will work for you as well.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And I know it wasn't really on topic, but I just wanted to ask why we was in the Zoom so I can have a better understanding of it. So
yeah,
thank
sure.
you.
And these Zooms are made exactly for that. Topic or not topic, we answer questions. So I'm glad you brought it in here. And I'm glad Crystal was able to do that live, because she's right. She's 100% right, especially for those pictures that you want to alter or create for yourself and be able to use again in the future or in post in multiple places. I would definitely take the time and use the Canva and create that picture. But just so you know, another way around it, because you can also do that in your stories. You can take your original picture, put it in your story, and then take that overlay and then put it on there and stretch it out. And I mean, I can do it on a screen share and show you if we ever needed to, or if you feel like you need a little bit more guidance on that. But it's user friendly. Once you've done it once, it'll be easy to remember how to do it again.
Also, too, if you haven't gone to paparazziresources.com, I highly recommend that you do. They have all kinds of really nice pictures, like blockbuster pictures that they just did recently, and they're beautiful pictures. They have the Z collection pictures in there, and there's all kinds of cute little fun stickers or whatever. I call them stickers, the overlays that you can use on pictures, like a happy birthday. If you're team building and you have a team, they have like the different ranks, director, etc. And they also have the overlays in Spanish. So maybe, if your first language is Spanish and your audience is primarily Spanish speaking people, then that would be, I feel like, a really cool thing to use to kind of connect, paparazzi, because I know there's not too many that I know of that predominantly speak Spanish on lives or whatever. So that's kind of cool too, I think. But I would go in there and just look around, click on everything. go through everything because it's pretty cool stuff that they have and that they've given us to use.
I'd also recommend you to do that with your back office, just in general. You know, the Paparazzi Resources.com, you're completely right, Crystal. But at the same time, I get a lot of people that don't know their back office and don't even understand it, but most of them have never even browsed in there. I want you to know you cannot really hurt yourself by going through the back office. Anything that can change in your back office that's going to matter is going to ask you to confirm that you want to make that change. So, you know, play around in it, browse in it, go see what you can see. And if you're not doing the $5 add-on for the Pro, I really, especially if you have a team, I would recommend it. It definitely gives you so much more reporting abilities. It gives you so much more ability to be able to look at your teammates and what they're doing. I think for the $5, it's worth it, and it's an investment that's a write-off.
It's very much worth it from somebody that hasn't really been doing this very long. That $5 really does it really does help. Makes things a lot more easier, and it's easier to understand like the different pretty much like everything that goes with team building, you know, the different level, like, you know, when you look at the compensation plan, I don't know about everybody else, but with me, like, what the heck is a legacy bonus, but you know, all this stuff. And whenever you have that, it's easier to, whenever you see it and visualize it. For me, I'm a visualizer, so when I see it like that, it really helps me to understand what each little thing is. So totally agree with Chris on that.
Thank you. And hello, Miss Marissa. I see she snuck into the building real nice and quietly, but I'm not going to let that happen. I've said, boo, there's Marissa.
Of course you're not. Of course you're not. I just got home from our meeting and I think my stomach's a little bit upset from the drive. So I was like, let me just come in here and sneak in and see what y'all are doing.
Yeah, that Merced food might tear you up. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? I didn't even eat, and I didn't eat, and so maybe that's part of it too. I don't know. You know, I think I can run off of coffee 24/7, and then all of a sudden my body's like, "Hey, we don't feel so good."
Right.
You mean you can't?
You cannot.
Oh, dude, I knew I was doing something wrong.
But I'm so happy to see you guys chatting about today's challenge. And I know that I guess I like when I scheduled that challenge for today, I scheduled it yesterday, and I just had like I guess a whole thought where this is easy. They know how to do it.
Yeah,
and
well,
I apologize.
Yeah, this tech support over here couldn't figure it out.
I'm
you know what,
sorry.
Marissa?
Bad.
Well, you know what, Marissa? I think what it is that, you know, when those first popped out and we were doing it, we all like went into training on it, right? We all went and learned how to do it. But we've had so many new people since then that, you know, it's been a minute since we've done that kind of a step as a daily task. So, but I do thank Crystal for taking the you know, the appropriate action and jumping in there and doing a live.
Absolutely. And I really
That's why
do
she's a leader.
that. Yes.
Yep.
So hopefully that helped out with some of you guys knowing how to do it. And I heard somebody say that like the more that you do it, the easier it'll be. And that's the same thing, right? The more that we click that live button, the easier it is. Well, the same that you use these graphics and overlays, and it's going to be like second nature to you.
Yep. Sexify your picture, you know, make it look all sexy with that little overlay from Paparazzi. And Marissa, I'd like to introduce to you a friend of Helen and Faith's. Elizabeth is in here. And Elizabeth is considering just learning a little bit more about paparazzi and seeing if it's something that she's interested in.
Nice. Welcome, Elizabeth. We are super excited to have you in here with us for our Zoom.
So Elizabeth, as I was telling you that I do these Zoom trainings for my team as well as my uplines team. And I told you that my upline team has like 900 people. Well, this is Marissa Clark. She is an elite leader. What that means is that she has a large enough team and enough Paparazzi Jewelry going through those teams that she is in the top 1% of the company. So she's an example. She is to show you, she's a mentor, she's an amazing coach. And she's also, you know, when you sign up under Helen and Faith, you not only get, you know, me being able to do these Zooms, but you also get her as well. So you get like put right into some of the top trainings and being able to have access to like literally your future.
Yeah, the support, I can say that is huge in our team. And I continue to see it more and more every day. And as people, you know, start to grow in this and seeing them evolve into leaders is really cool. So Elizabeth, is there anything that you have a question about or that you're wondering? Don't be afraid to ask. You know, there's no silly questions here.
Great to meet you, Marissa. And honestly, like, I'm considering it. I love sales. I'm currently a Mary Kay consultant.
Nice.
So I think one of my questions would be, can I still do that while I still sell paparazzi? Because I know there are some companies that don't like when you mix two different companies.
Yes. So let me ask you a question. Do you do your Mary Kay predominantly on your personal profile, or do you have like a business page? How do you run it?
I have a business page. So I'm still learning the ins and outs. I actually pay a marketer to do all my Facebook stuff. I literally don't know how to post anything.
Girl.
I hate technology.
Good for you. Hire out for what you need help with. I am no shame in my game either. I got a VA as well.
That's why I have Helen.
Yes, we got to have help. You know, if we don't know how to do it, we got to hire help or ask for help. So that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's predominantly what I do. There are a few things that I can post on my personal account. But it's mostly just on my business side, which I'm currently trying to get a larger audience for. But as of like a month ago, I officially made Mary Kay like my part-time, full-time job. Just because I more.
Just curiosity. And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but are you having any success with it?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
so
good.
as long as I put the work in, I get benefits out of it.
We know that's how it works, right? No matter whatever it is that you do, when you put yourself into it and you really work your business like a business, it'll flourish. So that's the same thing that we say with paparazzi. So I ask if you run it from your business page or your personal, because that's where the conflict of interest, according to paparazzi, will be. So we have a compliance department. They're not my favorite, but you know, that's okay. We're going to roll with the punches. They want it to be separate. So you can sell two different things. You can do two different companies, but they have to be kept separate. So if you're going to do paparazzi and Mary Kay, you would want to do business page for one or two different business pages, but you wouldn't want to post like on your personal profile, here's Mary Kay and bling. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's totally doable. We have a lot of people who do multiple businesses. I will tell you, whatever you put your energy and your time into, that is what will flourish. Not meaning that you can't do more than one, but when you do more than one, you are splitting that time. And so that has to be something that you take into consideration as well. But it sounds like you've already got like a marketer for Facebook anyway. So you honestly probably could say, hey, I'm also going to do this. Can you make some images and graphics and stuff like that? And that way you can use the utensils you already got, you know? But I think that as long as you do keep them separate, you shouldn't have any problem. We have a lot of girls who do both.
And if you're already having success with Mary Kay, imagine the success you're going to have with this $5 jewelry. You know, we find that a lot of people enjoy this jewelry just because of the fact that they can afford it. You know, anybody and everybody can afford it. And it's not a niche thing that you have to worry about. You know, I mean, look, let's just be honest. A lot of people buy their makeup at Walgreens, you know what I mean? So, you know, you're able to capture that market with jewelry where you may not be able to capture it in other products. So it's definitely a useful tool to keep on the thoughts of, if you're already successful at what you're doing with that, you could kill it with this. I do have a couple hands up. Did you have any other question before we continued on?
Kind of a random one. How does the taxes work? Because with Mary Kay, I can, like, I'll order stuff, it'll come to my house. And then when people buy from me, the taxes that I add on, I don't add shipping to their cost. But to their cost, I do add tax, and it's according to what it is in my hometown, which is an 8% tax. So how does that work?
So with Paparazzi, one of the great things that I love about it is that when you purchase the jewelry from the back office as a consultant, they charge you the tax of the retail value. So even though you would only pay $2.75 per piece, they will charge you tax on $5 a piece. So the taxes are already pretty much taken care of through Paparazzi. You can now charge tax to your customers to recollect that money, or you can choose just to eat it as a cost.
Yeah,
Marissa, is that how I would explain that best?
Yep. And it's just like you said. So whatever your state local taxes, like for Mary Kay, it's the same thing. Paparazzi will charge you that same percent based upon where you live. And then it is already taken care of at that $5 price. So if you ever do decide to do tax free or whatever, it's just, basically coming out of your $2.25 profit. But I think that it's great because at the end of the year, you don't have to worry about going back and trying to figure out how much you owe or how much of this was. At the end of the year, when you do file your taxes, you don't have to pay that back.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys.
Marissa, can I ask about your shirt? It says worry less and what? Sparkle more?
Oh yeah, that's an awesome shirt. Sarah just got hers too.
Yeah, these are the ones that we got from convention. Everybody just got their boxes this morning. Isn't it so cute?
I love it. I want
one.
Another awesome convention perk. So we see Lydia has her hand up, and so does Christina. And thank you, Elizabeth, for bringing those questions to us. We really enjoy being able to help answer them. We are all about giving up that knowledge. Lydia, what do you have that you'd like to speak about?
I was wondering, how do I make a Facebook business page? Because I have my main page in my group. I just don't know how to put together the business page.
So to do that, it's actually pretty simple. One thing you can do is you can download the Business Suite app, which would help control your business page, or you can simply just go to your Facebook, and depending on whether you're on a phone or a computer, you're just going to go to the page option and create page. And then when you create the page, it's going to go step by step. It's going to ask you to title it. It's going to ask you to make a description. It's going to ask you to put a cover photo. It's going to pretty much do all the things. And then you just go through, and whatever it doesn't ask, you can go in and specialize and build in that profile. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add to that in case I forgot something?
It's very similar to setting up a VIP group. So if you've ever set up a VIP group, it's very similar.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure on that, because I've never really set up another page for anything other than my group. So I'm like,
I think
easy.
Sarah has a video, doesn't she, Chris? Doesn't Sarah have a video on how to set up VIP?
She may. I'm not exactly sure. I know she did the square one, but I'm not so sure about the VIP one.
Okay, I'll have to look. I'll look for it because I feel like
I'll ask her if I see her walking around.
Okay. And if you need help setting it up, maybe somebody can like screen record how they do it, and then you can go step by step that way with it.
That would probably be helpful.
Go ahead, June, real quick, because she's putting her hand up here. I think she's got something on topic.
Lydia, I can help you with that. I just started mine. I haven't put it on board yet, but I've started mine. And it should have, if you put in on your main page, your profile, or just when you go into Facebook, create a business page, and the prompts will come up to start you off.
It's so,
And
yeah, really
I'm
easy.
very techie literate, so it worked for me.
Okay.
I'll help you.
And then, and like I said, I can even do a screen share here too, and be able to walk you through the steps right here. So if you ever need any help further than what anybody else is offering, you know, I mean, we can make it happen. It's so simple though. I don't think you're going to have any problems. Thank you, June. And that's why we love, June, I appreciate that you're always willing to help somebody. So I have Christina, who's had her hand up for quite a while, and then we have Sherry, who has her hand up that we'll get to right after. So Christina?
All right, so this is towards Elizabeth, because I've been in the makeup business. I had worked with Unique for 2 years. My first year was pretty successful, and then, you know, as like the pandemic hit and everything, like my sales tanked. You know, nobody could afford anything, and it made things really hard. And then in the background, I was also buying paparazzi jewelry from a friend of mine, and I loved their stuff. So that's why I decided to join, and I had multiple businesses. I had my own boutique, and nothing was really flourishing until I started paparazzi. In the last, month and a half that I've been here, I have done like the most sales that I've ever done with any other company in this month and a half, like within just that short time. I'm not overall sales, but I'm talking like that monthly sales that you look at. This has been the highest. I've sold the most that I've ever done with any other company in 1 month. You know, and I look at it as everybody on my friends list can afford to buy themselves, their daughter, their aunt, their grandma, their mom, a piece of jewelry. My guy friend actually commented on one of my pictures earlier with a picture of a Target rack of jewelry where it has some kind of similar things that we sell. And you can see the price tags are $9.99, $12.99. And my comment to him, I was like, well, see, they're charging $9.99 and $12.99 for a pair of earrings. You can get them for $5 here, and you don't have to shop anywhere else, and you can save money, and it's, you know, great quality. So if that kind of helps you choose, you know, not really choose, but if you're doing great in your Mary Kay, continue doing that. But you will hit a different but yet same market that you're hitting with the Mary Kay.
It's all about beautification.
Right.
Yeah, and like Marissa's saying right now in the chat, you know, she's Walmart and Target jewelry, Macy's, Godshocks, all those places that sell that costume jewelry over the counter, you know, it all has nickel and lead. And we don't, just so you know, Elizabeth, the jewelry that we sell, you know, it's not like hypoallergenic or whatever they call it. You know, it's not, it's nickel and lead free, and the nickel and lead is typically what people are allergic to, which causes reactions that are unfriendly to a lot of people. The redness in the ears, or, you know, swelling around the fingers and stuff like that, that typically comes from the lead or the nickel that's inside of other jewelry. And most people don't even know that, you know, they just know I can't wear costume jewelry or cheap jewelry or fake jewelry, so to speak. But we give you a nice, affordable jewelry that's beautiful and that doesn't cause those type of irritations because of the metal that it is. So just a little something extra to put on your cake there. And then Sherry has her hand up. I'd like to see what Sherry has to say.
Hi, I'm here from my hospital room and I'm participating.
Well, we appreciate you doing that. Are you okay?
Yes, I just want to thank everybody for their prayers and stuff. I had a total knee on my right side done. I was super sick. On this one, I have managed to hold everything in and do my paparazzi and other things. So I'm so much happier. That is the thing of it is, you have all these other companies or products from Walmart. I did sell Unique, Scentsy, all that. But it's hard when people cannot afford a lot of those things. It's nice if they can. Oh, pharmacy. I decided to get rid of all of it for this company because I know $5 brings joy. And so
that's the power hitter right there.
Right. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Yes, amen. And and you hit on a hot topic right there because Elizabeth, Paparazzi is one of the companies and the only companies that I know of that I've ever seen that do this, that build the team that we have. I mean, like if you plug into your team and you're visible and you're social and you're involved in trainings and in these Zoom conferences and things of that nature, you've fallen into a sisterhood and brotherhood of paparazzi people that will have your back and that will be here at any moment. Every one of us that are in here right now have had some type of a day that has made us want to probably do things that could put us in jail. But because we have each other and we can rely on each other and talk to each other in the way that we do, man, we can bring you out of depressions. We've helped people come out of anxieties. We help people through so many different things besides just being able to buy a pair of $5 earrings. Paparazzi, I don't know if you know their mission statement, but the Paparazzi mission statement is strong. Anybody want to share the mission statement with her?
With who, me?
Isn't it changing the world? $5.
Is it I believe it's while $5 jewelry may not change the world, we believe those who wear it will.
Is that the one? Well, it's the truth.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't unmute. I was like trying, but it wouldn't let me unmute. Yes, that's the mission statement that I'm talking about. We believe the people that wear it do. And, it used to say can. It used to say can, that the people that wear it can, but they've just recently decided, you know what, we are the hope dealers. We are paparazzi possible. And they changed it to we do because it's been proven.
Yeah, and I like that thing, that one better. But I also remember I was talking to you about I won't be able to go downstairs to get some of my stuff. So I have to have the girls know where my stuff is so I can take it up there and I can do it in a different office. And I did call. And so she became my co-applicant. Kimberly did. And I would have not known that if I wasn't on any of these meetings. When I asked you that.
Yes, and I'm so glad that was able to help you because I remember that was a concern of yours.
Yes. And I was just wanting to tell everybody that, even, whatever faith or whatever, but when you say prayer top in beginning of your meeting and at the end, it draws strength. I mean, it makes it perfect.
And I feel that even if you're not a religious person or you're not a person of faith, I'm still praying over you.
Oh, yes.
I'm still praying for you, and I hope that you have the outcome that that God's putting out there for us.
I think I'm just doing a little bit better too from all of you and the prayers and stuff. But a week and a half ago, when I had that first surgery, I was very sick. So they will know the signs, what to do to make this one better.
And so I personally don't know, what are you going into surgery for?
I had a workman comp issue where I was at work, and it was almost 2 years ago. It was like 40-50 mile wind. It was snowing, hey, all that fun stuff here in Nebraska. And I opened up the door and I fell and twisted my knee. And
oh no.
It's been a long haul, and I finally got this surgery after 22 months, so anyway.
And just curious, where are you at in Nebraska?
Aurora, Nebraska.
Where?
Aurora.
I haven't heard of that. I was born in Omaha.
Yes, I'm aware of Omaha. Aurora is over there between Lincoln to Grand Island, somewhere. I was born in Grand Island, but then you have Aurora, a real small town.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Just left of the cornfield.
But the guy that they were giving me such a hard time, and I've been going through so many visits and so frustrated, that the administrator said, well, you always talk about God. And I said, yes, I do. And 3 topics that was on there is that I needed income, because you're not going to just use all your stuff up. You don't have income. I needed 1 surgery done. That was 2 weeks ago. But this one here needed to be done. And so if I go back there, I can say, yeah, look, God did provide. Look what he did. Now watch his jaw go down.
Right. And he's giving you a job that while you're recovering, you're able to do. If you were doing something else, I hate to say it, even some of these other direct sales companies, you wouldn't be able to provide that same service, because the product that we sell, you can just put album posts out and do your short little speed lives and all the little things that we do that bring this company out, that make it possible for you. So amen to you, Sherry. Thank you so much for giving us your input.
And see, also, they were trying to get me to quit, because, if they quit, then I have to pay everything. They said it was okay for me to bring paparazzi in so that I can, get a certain amount, so I can have the resident, females, they love jewelry, to be able to pick something out or whatever. So they say I couldn't do it again. And I'm thinking, you're not going to make me quit. I'm not that stupid, but it didn't hurt me, because I wanted to give something to them.
That's awesome. That's great. Thank you, Sherry.
Oh, yes. Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I see we have Diane Barnes has just joined us in here, and I haven't seen the name before. So I'm just curious, Diane, is this your first time in our Zoom?
She probably did like I didn't know where to turn it on.
Right. Well, not a problem. How you doing, Diane? Are you there with us? Can you hear us? Yeah, she may not have a microphone. I'm not exactly sure.
Angie Galvin's downline, and she also went to convention. So, but I'm not sure if she works another job and maybe is just coming in. But if you can't talk, Diane, you can use that chat at the bottom right-hand corner, says more with the 3 dots, and you can chat there if you can't do voice or whatever.
Yes, ma'am. But welcome to our room regardless. I thank you so much for joining us. And we'd love to get your input if you do get the ability to unmute or mic or speak. But June, are you making fun of me here? In the clubhouse, they have this thing. There's this girl in there that I've been chatting with and helping out a lot. And she's a teacher. And so she's got a few of us, including me, because me and her kind of started it. Me and her were talking, and she was like, cha-cha-cha. And I'm like, what? And she's like, well, I teach kids, and instead of them, us saying shush or quiet or shut up or anything like that, I've taught the kids in a real calm voice. When I say cha-cha-cha, that means quiet down. Let's, be quiet now. And so I've been walking around telling everybody cha-cha-cha,
No, I'm actually making faces at Daniel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that the little baby's name?
I don't see my Eddie, so I can't make faces at Eddie, so I'm making faces at Daniel.
What a cutie pie.
You can make faces at Riley. She makes faces back.
Hi, Riley.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm grandmother to
great.
all.
So we're getting close to the end of the hour. I just want to open up the mic to anybody that might have a problem or a question, something that they're struggling with that we might be able to help out with. Anybody? No, nobody's got any questions or problems or stresses.
Hey guys, no problems, no questions. I'm so sorry. I was cleaning my kitchen and listening in on you guys. So I wanted to share. I'm in a messenger group, the 45 Elite
Yes,
group
ma'am.
that made for us, and so she's been putting out those assignments for us to do daily. So I wanted to encourage anyone that's in this Zoom to get plugged in to figure out what your goal is, and whether you're new or you've been in it for a while and paparazzi. It's good to become a part of something bigger than yourself. And so those little mini groups, whether it be you want to achieve life of the party. So like, for example, like life of the party bronze is the first level, and then you go silver. And we've talked many, many times about that in Zoom. I'm sure you can go watch the replay on YouTube for any of the times that we've shared about life of the party. But there's messenger groups that are going on right now since being back from convention that, like, my goal is gold. So I'm in a gold messenger group. And so right there, we just kind of like message it's a messenger group. And so we message each other, just to kind of keep each other accountable for the pieces that we're selling, etc.
Yes, ma'am.
So one of the assignments that Marissa had done was for us to talk to 3 individuals that are either like right at our level or right above. And so I did that, and I got to tell you, just chit-chatting with somebody that is really taking their business seriously, it helps you so much. I was talking to somebody earlier, Nisi Crawford. She's not in our group or in our team, but her and I attended a retreat together in February earlier this year with Michelle Egan, which Michelle is our upline for all of you. And so I chatted with her a little bit, and she's from LA, a consultant in LA. She's quit her full-time job. She's doing paparazzi full-time, but she's now a producer. So she went to convention and she got to be recognized as a new producer. And she's been producer. She hit the rank of producer since February of last year. So she had a lot of gold nuggets to contribute to me. And one of the things that really resonated with me was, she said, most of the people that we have that are signing up to come on as consultants, they are not business people. And so this is where the Zoom kind of comes into play, where we're checking in daily. And thank you, Jesus, for Christopher and Marissa that really, really, is committed every day. So whether you can get here every day or maybe like twice a week or 3 times a week, no matter what, you're always going to learn something and grow. So I just want to encourage you to continue to show up to these Zooms, get plugged into groups. If you need more information on the various groups that are available, anybody in this Zoom call, please message me and I'll get you connected to the right individual, to the right person. And then Sarah, I talked to last night. She was one of my other calls, and I like to prepare, and I don't know about anybody else, but if you think that you're going to come into this business and you have to have everything all in order, then you're deceiving yourself. So you need to just get in there, and if it's not making you money, quit wasting time on it and do those income producing activities, which is those IPAs, right? And so I'm just telling you this as I'm telling it to myself, because this is also from experience, income producing activities. So I went live last night at 10:30, which tonight you have to commit, and consistency is important. So I'm going live again tonight at 9, but I'm doing also the recap, which Sarah suggested, in the morning. And I'm telling you, you can have a basket full of jewelry, and if you hang it up nicely on your little board or whatever you want to put it on to display it, or if you lay it on a tablecloth on the table, you do a recap, you will get sales on that recap. I promise you, because I got sales this morning. So I had maybe 7 people on my live last night. Nobody bought any pieces, but it was fine. I was still there. And then I did the recap this morning and I sold this morning. So keep going, keep plugging in, do all the things. And yeah, I'm Angie and I'm done talking.
Can somebody please pass the collection plate? Because Angie just took you all to church.
Yes.
She sure did.
Yes,
She
yes,
did it.
yes.
Quickly.
Stop it.
Way to go.
Yes.
I love that your recap went so well after we talked. That's awesome.
No, that is so amazing. No, thank you so much. There's so much wealth of information in here, you guys. So keep plugging in.
You know, and it's so funny. It's so funny, Angie, because last night I can hear you and Sarah talking, and I can hear her telling you, like, you know, that I heard her tell you that she goes live every day, and you know how often she goes live, and you were like, oh my gosh, really? And then you know, she had told you about the replays, and you were like, oh, that too, you know, like. And then this morning, and even last night, I saw you post a post that said, hey, I'm going to be going live every day, right? Yes. You took her advice. And then I saw that you posted this morning your recap. And I'm like, see, now this is what we're talking about. When you take the training tools and you implement them, you're going to see results. When somebody tells you to do something, though, as an advice or a suggestion, and you think that it's great, but you don't do it, you're not going to see those results. And look at you. You're proof of it, because you sold jewelry today that you didn't sell yesterday because you took that advice and you took that step. Yep. And I bet you because of that, you're going to continue to do that.
Same thing. Yep. Because it worked. And you have to continue doing what works. And if it doesn't work or doesn't serve you, then get rid of it and try something new. So that's the beauty of the business, right? So, so you guys are in a good place.
What's the 45, Angie?
You know, let me explain the 45 in just a second, because Christina's had her hand up and I don't want to get into a different topic in case this is on this one. Christina?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to unmute. So I'm in that 45 club as well. And I do need to have another phone call. Angie, would you mind doing that with me at some point this evening or tomorrow, whenever you have time?
Anytime, Christina. Go ahead and give me a call. I'll message you my phone number.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Awesome. See, there we go. Already connecting. So, June, to answer your question about the 45 Club, and I know Marissa's probably the best one to do it, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm versed in this too. So I'm going to give you my spill and she can add anything I forget, okay? So the 45 Club, basically, Marissa has 900 people in her team. So she was talking in a live and she said, hey, you know, that means that if half of you, let's say 450, wait, better yet, if 10% of that 450 were to go all in and like really work their business, this team would thrive. This team would blow up. And it's true. She's dead right to that, right? I mean, like the math shows 10% of your team is what carry you. You know, so it goes the same anywhere. So she's looking for that 10% of people. She's looking for her dream team. And that by doing that, you're not only on her dream team, but you're creating your own dream. Okay, so if you want to go all in, if no excuses, I don't care, this is priority to me to get to the top, then you belong in the 45 Club. But if you join the 45 Club, you have to commit to the 45 Club like it is that priority. You can't let those excuses stop you. So Marissa plans to give you daily challenges and daily events that are going to push you a little bit, but they're not going to break you. And those, by pushing you that little bit, it's going to help guide you to get to the level that she's got and others can get, others have gotten. You know, because there's no reason. The person that is a Lux jet setter right now, you know, that person is signed up under somebody that's not even like active. You know what I mean? And so there is no holds barred in this business. There, you can excel any way you want to. So you could be in this 45 club, and then next year you could be giving me and Marissa tips because you've gone further. I'm Chris, and I'm done now. So Marissa, did I miss anything in that?
I don't think you missed anything. I think that you 100% explained it. We've already dropped one member, and so I'm a little sad about it. We're going backwards. But I encourage anybody who does want to hit Ely and does want to grow the team, like Chris said, to join it. But join it cautiously, because I'm not going to do the in and out situation either. So once you're in, and if you're out, you're out. So
yeah, you know, and I'll be straight up honest with all of you that right now I'm not currently in the 45 club because I'm currently not in a position where I know that if Marissa says, hey, you need to do an opportunity live, or you need to do this or that, there's certain things that right now I know I can't do because of my situation that I'm in. So I'm not going to step up to the plate and then pass the bat to somebody else. So until I'm at that point and I know that I can do anything and everything that she tells me to do, I'm not going to join it. So just also kind of put that in your mind too. You know, you don't, this isn't a pass or fail. I mean, like literally, if you get in it and you do the work, it's going to take you to a whole nother level. So we're at the top of the hour. I want to thank everybody that's come in and joined us for the Zoom, but it is about the time to wrap it up. So I want to end by having a little conversation with Elizabeth, if she don't mind, and seeing if after all of our conversation, if there's any questions that she has, and then, you know, move on from there.
Well, thank you again for allowing me to join your little meeting today. I appreciate everybody's inputs and everything that I've been able to learn. I'm definitely interested because I do love jewelry, but I think I'll stick with makeup for right now, makeup and skincare for right now. And I'm friends with Helen and Faith, so I'll definitely keep this on my mind, and I'll keep asking them questions. And I think they sent me a link as well to like go see the business side of things, which is really what I'm interested in. So and just exactly how the business works, how the upline works, how, you know, the taxes, the write-offs work. And I mean, with direct sales, I mean, most of them are similar in some areas, but I really do appreciate all the time that you've taken and the questions that you've answered for me.
Awesome. So if I can give you any feedback at all for, you know, the conversation that you and I have had, I personally want to tell you that I think you fit this bill. You're somebody that obviously don't mind going live. You know what I mean? You're somebody that look like, if you were to wear the jewelry and put it out there, that you're going to look like, you know, the fashionista type. You know what I mean? Like you're going to look like you have your stuff together and you know what you're doing, and you're going to lead that kind of a crowd. So I think that you have that as a positive too. A couple things I do want to just kind of mention about Paparazzi, whether Helen and Faith have gotten to tell you or not. Some key facts that I want you to consider is, number one, you know, it is easy to get into it with just a $99 kit. That at that point, with the no risk that's involved in that and having $175 worth of retail, like you really can't go wrong. And if you're buying, especially any kind of volume through Helen and Faith, you might do yourself a favor to purchase into the kit and get those 35 pieces of jewelry. Pick the ones that you like and either give away the rest or, you know, or try selling it But at that point, for the $99 and getting 35 pieces of jewelry, it's amazing. And then from that point on, you get $2.75 if you decided to log in and purchase from the back office. And I want you to know something else, and the fact that Paparazzi has brand new jewelry that comes out 5 days a week. So every day at noon my time, Pacific Standard Time, they drop brand new pieces of jewelry. So even as a customer, you can go shop, but as a consultant, you can jump in there and you can get those brand new pieces of jewelry before anybody else at that $2.75, even if it's for you personally, or if you decided to turn around and sell it, right? So there's that advantage as well. The website that you get when you log in is completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. And so you can pass that website out to anybody and everybody. And if they decide to purchase from it, and you make money off of that as well. So it's something that you don't even necessarily have to invest in. But the only thing that Paparazzi asks is that you remain active monthly, and that takes purchasing 25 pieces per month, right? And to do that, all you have to do, if you do the math in this, is sell 15 pieces of jewelry in that month. And as long as you could sell 15 pieces of jewelry, it's free, because you could take the money that you made from those 15 pieces and buy your 25 pieces. So you can have this as a secondary background tool that you can slowly build at your own pace. And if you see that if it's beneficial to you and that you have the ability to make money, like you're having this success with Mary Kay, then you may want to put a little bit more time into this and sell a little bit more of that. And if not, you haven't risked anything, because again, it was only $99. You've had your money from it, because you got all that jewelry. You possibly may have made a little bit of money. One thing I've never, ever heard in my whole time in doing paparazzi is anybody ever tell me that they wish they didn't buy the kit, regardless if they even ever sold a piece. I have people that have bought into the business swearing that they were going to make money doing it and never sold a piece because they never tried. And those people still never told me that they wish they didn't buy it, right? The one thing that I hear the most, though, is that I wish I would have done it earlier. I hear that every single time somebody seems to sign up that have had a past of, trying to decide whether or not they wanted to get into the business. Every single one of them have come back to me later and said, man, I wish I would have done that last year. I wish I would have done it the first time you told me about it. So definitely consider it. You're more than welcome to come in here and join us at any time that you'd like to and get a little bit more knowledge. If you would like to, if it's even something that you're considering and like you're really on the fence, I'll put you in our team training group as a visitor, and you can come in and to our group and see the posts that we do and the interaction that we have there, and just know that you're going to be in a group that's going to have your back and take care of you. Okay. So with that being said, that's pretty much where I wanted to wrap it up and just kind of let you know that we're here for you. Marissa, did you have anything that I might have missed out as a pointer of good,
Sorry,
how
I'm at
we
the
do.
school, so it's super loud. So, but my biggest thing is you can do both. I hope that we didn't discourage you in any way that you couldn't do both. You can definitely do both. You can flourish in one and have the other one accompany it. I have a lot of LuLaRoe girls on my team, and they do both, and they both end up complementing each other, and they flourish each other. So I would love to talk to you if you want to talk to me anymore or any one of us, but we hope to see you on the team page soon.
Yes, that's for sure. I can't wait to get an email that says Helen and Faith have a new sign up. So thank you very much. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up for the day. Heather, I'm so sorry that you're just coming in at the tail end of this. But just so you know, this was recorded and it is live on YouTube. So if you haven't already gone to the YouTube channel, make sure you go to Kingdom of Blingdom on YouTube and subscribe. And you don't have to be a consultant to do it either. So, Elizabeth, you're more than welcome to subscribe. But anybody that subscribe, go like this, go share it to your teammates, watch the replay again. Either way, all of those things. And I don't know who Crystal's yelling at, but we're just going to be entertained by her animation. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer, and then tomorrow we'll be here at 3:00. You just quit looking at me like that, Crystal. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to see it. Like, just stop. Just stop, all right? Look, yeah, you know what? Tyler, take the licorice and slap her.
Are you help me? Are you talking about me?
No, not at all, Crystal. No.
Yes, you are. I'm so confused.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally talking about you.
Probably. It wouldn't. I mean, I was conversating with my car hop because these children wanted Sonic.
Well, see, your animation.
It's not licorice.
I thought it was licorice. I know. Now I want a soda. So see, look what you're doing. You're causing all kinds of havoc.
You're welcome. Hey, would you stop it?
All right. So you know what, Crystal? I'm done with you. So you can just go ahead and mute your mic, and I'm gonna pray to Jesus for all of us.
Yeah, you better pray.
I'll smack him if you want me to, Crystal.
Yeah. Get this one too.
Who wants a line? $5. Free shipping.
Free shipping.
Okay.
Free shipping.
Y'all got it.
Please pray. Please pray.
I'm going to pray right now. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, we come to you and our sisters and brothers in Paparazzi, and we just ask that you bless us in all the ways, especially Crystal. And Tyler. I mean, include him too. But Lord, we ask you to please, keep us motivated, keep us happy, keep our mindset where we need it to be. Have us working these daily habits and building these organization tools and just doing the thing, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, y'all. I think that's about it for today. We will wrap this up. I'm going to end the recording and the YouTube. Keep smiling, like Angie says. And you guys have a great day.
Bye, everybody.